And I wanted to give a special introduction to Ra Netjer. So, I'm going to read a couple notes just so I don't miss anything. So Ra is an ordained monk and spiritual awakened mentor who empowers awakening souls to discover their enlightenment. And his mission is to uplift the consciousness of the world by helping millions of bright beings who are awakening to their divinity, but are confused and lost on the path. So Ra met Sai Maa in an online conference. It was a United Spiritual Leaders Forum just a few months ago, where both were speakers, and they formed this connection. And Ma invited Ra here to be with us and to teach, and also just offered that Ra may jump in at any time and offer some teachings. So Ra, thank you for joining us.
Om Jai Jai Sai Maa. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. When we chanted this last night, we looked at these beautiful gurus. Can you put it up on the screen, please? Each and every one of these faces, personalities, so different, so unique, so bright, a particular expression of enlightenment. When I look over there, what I see when I look over here. It's the same. It's the same. Thank you. I've heard Sai Maa say again and again and again, you have everything you need. You have nothing missing that a master doesn't have. You have every single qualification to be up on that slide. But imagine, there's a but, I'm sorry. There's a small but. Imagine if you were a trillionaire, like Dr. Liu was saying, you have 50 trillion cells, right? Imagine if you had $50 trillion right now. You had all the money in the world and more. You had everything you could hope for, every resource, every kind of wealth. But then you forgot you had it. You had it all locked away in your nice Swiss bank account. And you forgot the account number. You forgot the password. There's no recovery key. And on top of that, you have forgotten your identity. Cannot get it back. So nowadays you cannot even fly without your real ID. Right? So you have lost what is essential to you just because you have forgotten. Just because you have forgotten who you are. Oh, the tragedy. I heard about this one guy who had so many bitcoins in his account. and forgot the password. We are all the same. We're all the same. This one way to recover your Swiss bank account, this is called the Guru. Guru is your "I've forgotten my password" button. In this case. And the Guru comes in many forms, as you've seen. The Guru comes in all these various forms, but the forms don't really matter. We love these forms. We love Sai Maa so much. And in this very short time I've been here, look, I have a yellow ribbon. I'm new here. In the very short time, I've known Sai Maa. What I have seen in her form, how it's not the form that really matters, even though the form is so beautiful, so lovely, so powerful. It's the light that shines through that. It's the source that speaks through the form. And the good news is, each and every one of us, each and every single one of you, we are the same. This previous session where we chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Muktanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Muktanandaya. It touched me so deeply because this is the first time I've seen a teacher, a guru, sit here on stage and chant the name of their student. Chant the name of their student with so much love, with so much devotion. She was crying as she was speaking about Muktananda. So touching, because it's not about who's the student and who's the teacher. It's not about that identity on the surface. It's not about the form. Sai Maa showed so beautifully. The teacher and the student, the guru and the shishya are not separate. Are not separate. So you might be sitting here wondering, especially if you're new, what's happening here? What is going on? What is this guru thing? Am I in a cult? This may seem strange to you, coming from especially the West, where there is a lot of individuality. There's like, it's I, me, mine. This is what I like, this is my opinion. Don't care about the truth. This is my opinion is the truth. Right? But what is the real truth? What is the real truth? Is it what we see on the surface? Is this the apparent separation just because we have different bodies? It's the deeper truth that matters. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. From the darkness of illusion, of ego separation, the one who opened my eyes to the light of truth, to that Guru, I bow. This is the function of a Guru, to show you the truth of who you are, the truth that you need not be in this separated consciousness, suffering, thinking you're a victim of your situations, victim of your life, a victim to all these things that you see in society. To show you that you are the creator, to help you remember who you are. And every time a teacher, a true Guru, does anything, it is to help you see that. So I'm going to talk about this whole phenomenon of the Guru a little bit. It's a whole phenomenon, I would need a lot of time to talk about the whole phenomenon. It's hard to capture in words. Panditji said in so many beautiful words in the beginning, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And we are taught this since childhood in India, especially the Brahmins. Somehow Ma has put all the Brahmins in these chairs. And we are drilled into our mind how important the Guru is. I remember my first encounter with our Guru of the community, in our Brahmin community. My mom took me to see this Guru, and he was sitting on this beautiful chair, and so many people around him waiting to see him, waiting to get his blessings. And he looked like a god, and he was so bright. And I remember, I saw so much there, I couldn't believe. And when we went back home, I asked my mother, Mom, does he go to the restroom? You start seeing these gurus as something completely different from you, even thinking that they don't do caca. Right? But they are human too. But in that humanness has entered the divinity, which is a beautiful balance, beautiful combination. It's a beautiful, the only word that fits actually is enlightenment of the humanness. Enlightening, bringing the light into it. So when you see these gurus, you may see, oh my God, how can I ever reach that? I am not worthy. So many people say, I am not worthy. Oh, I'm so far away from enlightenment. Like one of the options on the board that day, Sri Devi showed. Let me just start planning for enlightenment in the next lifetime. This is only because our little ego is so tricky. Our little ego is so tricky. So the only thing the Guru is actually helping you do The one and only thing. In Buddhism they say, all practice, all sutras, all techniques are for one thing, overcoming the ego. So a true guru does whatever is necessary for you to overcome the ego. Whatever necessary. And sometimes you like it. Only sometimes you like it. Because when you're in that ego state where you believe yourself to be this personality, and you're so attached to that, you're protecting it with all your might. You're like defending yourself. This is me, this is mine, this is my idea. How can she say no? How can she criticize me? Because the ego has made you believe you are those ideas, you are those thoughts, you are those beliefs. And the grace of the Guru, like Sai Maa said, if I could only tell you in a way that you can see, this is who you are. The grace of the Guru. Because once you realize who you are, you see everybody else in this insanity where you believe you are something so much smaller. You're suffering so much, even though you're carrying around all this wealth in your heart, the true wealth, which is much more than money can ever be, you cannot put some amount to it. The true wealth. You're carrying around this true wealth, but you're behaving like a beggar. So, that essence in you feels compassion, feels this need. Like when I see Sai Maa do all that she does for so many years, dealing with all this caca, why? An enlightened person can just sit here on a silk pillow and, that's what we think enlightened people are, by the way, sometimes. And just enjoy the bliss of enlightenment, right? Why would they need to do any of this work? Because the light naturally wants to spread. It's the quality of light. If you turn on the light, it just spreads everywhere, even this kind of light. And this physical form of a guru becomes that conduit, becomes that vessel, becomes transparent to the light. But there is still a form. The Guru is the bridge between duality, limitation, suffering, all these different kinds of limitations we have in this world. The bridge from there to the unlimited. So a bridge needs to have both ends, right? So because a bridge needs to have both ends connected, let's say there's a cliff and you need to build a bridge, and there's a huge gap in between. You need to have this end connected to that end connected. So the Guru has a human form, human qualities. You may look at the Guru, and in the beginning you may come in and say, hey, I don't like that, I don't like this. Because our mind naturally has likes and dislikes, and we project it on the Guru. But that's not the best way to use this opportunity of the Guru. This opportunity of having a mirror to who you are. A mirror to your light where you can clearly see and remember who you are. It's such a rare opportunity. Incredibly rare. And I've had the opportunity to work with many enlightened masters, many teachers, many gurus. And I wanted to share a couple of things with you from my understanding. I was born to a guru. My father, Raghunath Guruji, and my mother, Jyoti Swarupa. I chose my parents well. Actually, my mother, for several years, prayed to every god there is to have a baby. And finally she said, I want a baby. I don't want to hold on to that baby selfishly. God, if you give me a baby, I will give that baby to God. And then she had a dream, and I'm here. Yeah. And whether it's, we choose these parents in this way, or, we've heard so many sharings about their parents, fathers, mothers, the divorces, etc. Whether it's like this or like that, you came here with a specific purpose to know who you are. Thank you. To know who you are. Why? Why do we want to know who we are? Right? What is the whole point of this? I was living in Tiruvannamalai, a place of one of my gurus, Ramana Maharshi. Yes, there he is. This is a teacher from India who many of you probably know. After my parents being my teachers, because of Shirdi Sai Baba, let's show Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba, the same as him, his previous incarnation. And I was guided by this guru who's not in the body, guided my parents. This is the dream my mother had with this teacher. This is the teacher who, when he was in his body, performed all sorts of miracles like Jesus, but said, after I leave the body, I will continue to work with everybody. And he's even amplified his work. And he also came in the body again. And his work continues. So, yes, I was asked by a sadhu when I was in the, thank you, I was in the Ramana Maharshi ashram. What is the whole point of this? Why are we seeking? Why are we searching? Why do we have to find a guru? Why do we have to suffer and work through all this kaka? Right? He didn't say kaka, but same thing. As Ma said, you begin enlightened, you're born enlightened. But when you're in so much light, it's all bright and it's all wonderful, it's heaven. You are in this perfection. What's there to know? Everything is known. Omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. Right? There's nothing to do, nothing to figure out. But also there is no contrast. There is so much light you cannot see anything. There's absolutely nothing to compare to. So we come into this seemingly difficult world. We create this dream-like existence. According to the Vedas, I'm not saying that. According to the Vedas, right? Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. We come into this dream-like existence where we seem we are separate, we are little, we are small, we are these little victims, while carrying everything, the whole universe in us. Anda Pinda Brahmanda. Yatha Anda Tatha Pinda, Yatha Pinda Tatha Brahmanda. As is one cell, so is the human. As is the human, so is the universe. In Hermetic principles, it's talked about as above, so below, as below, so above. We are the universe walking around. Knowing the universe from this little perspective. And the Guru is the key to help you wake up to who you are. Like Dr. Satya was saying earlier, I myself had many qualifications for the Guru. It's like, I want such a kind of Guru, such a kind of Guru. Oh, actually, my whole search began even though, it's a long story. Where do I begin? Which lifetime do I begin in? The whole search of the Guru, as we go on this seeking the outer form, as we are actually seeking something inside. We don't realize what we are doing when we are doing that. Some of you aren't even searching, seeking. But something deep within us, beyond our mind, beyond our goals of like, I want to make money, I want to settle down, I want to have a beautiful partner, whatever. All that's okay, but there's something much deeper, which is something much more innate, much more essential to who you are, which says, I want to remember who I am. And that makes things happen. That's why you're here. That's why I went on a decade-long search for my Guru in this lifetime. Even though I came here remembering, choosing, actually I remembered when I was around 4 years old why I'm here. To remind myself in this lifetime, and that memory was so strong in me, where I was crying to Divine Mother. I didn't know what I was saying, I didn't know what I was doing, but I cried to Divine Mother, Jagadamba. I want to do my life's work right now. Don't make me wait. I don't want to waste this lifetime. Because I remembered at that moment, so many lifetimes I had chosen to come with the complete intent of realizing myself and completely forgot about it. And got distracted into this and that and this and that. Nothing happened. And started again in the next lifetime. It's a lottery. But this lifetime, I gave myself that experience of crying to the Divine Mother, saying, this is what I'm here for. And that experience somehow led me. And still, even then, I forgot everything. I had a rebellious teenage years, and all I cared about was gaming. My father was sitting on this throne and blessing thousands of people, and my mother was doing all this healing work, and I was like, F that. So I'm gonna play Counter-Strike. But life, the essence within you, is so intelligent. I'm telling my story, but this is your story. Because in your life, something happened. Sometimes when you expected it, sometimes when you least expected it, sometimes through heartbreak, sometimes through inspiration, sometimes through a friend, that you find that bridge back. And before you get to the main bridge, sometimes you get into these smaller bridges, smaller pathways, which bring you to the bigger bridge. So in the same way, I had so many teachers before I met my enlightened teacher. That first teacher who taught me how to do just, breathing. You sit there, close your eyes and breathe. Like, okay, that's nice. That took one step towards my guru. And then there was another teacher. Oh, now you don't just breathe, you sit down and meditate and focus. Oh, okay, wow, that's even better. One more step towards who you are. Each and every teacher on your path is important. Each and every teacher. But the main teacher is within. The main teacher, as Ma says, welcome you, welcome the master that is within. But this for the ego is very tricky, so I have to, give you some terms and conditions about this. Because the ego can take this beautiful truth that the teacher is within us and say, I'm going to use my free will because the teacher is within us. I'm going to do things that are actually not serving the greater truth. The sneaky ego. So, the teacher, the guru, always being here within you is a little bit hard for the ego to come to terms with. When I tell you this, when Sai Maa tells you this again and again, every single time anybody says, thank you, Sai Maa, you did this for me. I see her handing the power back, saying, no, you did this. No, you did this. Thank yourself. This is one thing I've seen. A true guru makes you independent. A true guru does not make you give your power to them. After being in a lot of communities, on this search, this is what I found. I was like, oh, is this a cult? I was like, oh, is the teacher making me completely dependent on them or making me independent? Am I giving my power away to them, or are they helping me realize my true power? And this example of Muktananda showed me how beautifully in this community it's shown. The teacher, the student becoming one. The teacher and student. The veil of separation being removed. So, in the time I have left, which is how much? I don't know. We'll just do it. I want to offer to you a gift. A gift I have received from my teachers, from Shirdi Sai Baba, who worked through my parents, from Ramana Maharshi, who you saw earlier, and from my previous teacher, a Buddhist mystic. Even though it looked different on the surface, all of that was just one. I learned through different paths. Bhakti yoga, my mother was so devoted. We would sing songs every evening in so much devotion. My second teacher from Ramana Maharshi lineage, it was all about Jnana Yoga, which is using the intellect to realize who you are. And my third teacher was about Karma Yoga, action. But also many more elements. So the gift I want to give you is what led to my enlightenment. In that experience, what I saw was just, I saw my teacher clearly. Very simple. Very simple. I saw my teacher as they are. Like, what do you mean? We see Sai Maa, like we've seen her so many times. But you're probably seeing somebody, like somebody said, the small Ma. You're seeing the small Ma. When you see her clearly, you see the big Ma. When I saw my Guru in his fullness, I saw my own light. In seeing my teacher's enlightenment clearly, I became enlightened. And I want to share that with you through something called a transmission. This whole talk was like a transmission, but there is a specific way that my Buddhist mystic teacher taught me how to empower a song and bring the energy through it. So what I invite you to do just for a few minutes. Relax. First of all, put things down if you have any things. Have a little sip of water. Ma said this is going to be an intense day, so prepare. So you're going to do this with me right now, and I'm just a mirror. I'm nobody. Don't care about me. Just look at me just as a mirror. But do this with your teacher. But as you become more and more proficient at doing this, you will see this in everybody. Every person I looked into your eyes this weekend, I saw Sai Maa's light. I saw the light. It's not even, Sai Maa's light. It's all that one light. Sai Maa consciousness is the consciousness. Right? So look at me, if you can see my eyes. Take a few deep breaths. And we're going to play a song. And as you hear that song, just tune into my energy, which is your energy, by the way. I woke up this morning after the energy session. I was like, oh, I'm Sai Maa. You're Sai Maa. Forget about all this separation. Forget about your little identity. So that you can remember your true identity. And as this song is being played, receive through those vibrations. It's nothing special about the song itself. I have just empowered it to put that little sparkle in there to remind you. Just be open. So let's play song number 3. And look up at me and focus on your first eye. I love that you don't say third eye here. I love that you say third eye. First eye. And soften your gaze. Soften your gaze and open up. deep breath. Let go, let go, let go of every littleness in you. And accept who you are. Accept your light. Accept your true identity. And when you see this light reflected in you through any guru, through your guru, when she walks in, see her in your heart. See her as you. Open up to receive her fully. No conditions, no separation, no judgment. She is you. She is your highest potential if you accept it. Don't think this is mission impossible. But you have to choose to accept this because it's possible for you. It's so simple. When any devotee truly accepts into their heart the light, they become the light. Like Muktananda, like Radha for Krishna, like Hanuman, how the monkey mind can be transformed into the servant of Rama, the God. Bring the light into yourself through your teacher, through your practice, through the community. Everybody you see, not just Sai Maa. The light of Sai Maa is in each and everybody's eyes you look into in this room. It's so beautiful. You just have to open to see it, lovingly surrender to it. Let go of your littleness. Accept your true identity. Accept the master that you are. And welcome the master that is the bridge to who you are. So accessible, so lovingly, gracefully gifted to you by you. To remind yourself, accept her into your heart fully. Accept yourself into your heart fully. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much to my parents, like Sai Maa said. Thank you to the entire Guru Parampara. Going back all the way to the Adi Guru, your true Guru within you. Thank you so much, Sai Maa. I'm so grateful to you.
You are so adorable. Is it correct? So adorable. Just sitting, looking at you, listening to you, enjoying you. Adorable. Blessings to you.
By the grace of the Guru.
Exactly that.
Like you said, without Baba, this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, I'll be a normal person, dead human walking on the street.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.